Hey yo, what's up? Listen, this episode was back to what it used to be in the last couple of episodes before it took a break. That are boring stuff. I tell you, I don't like that type of episode. This sentimental value, the act catfish, it doesn't interest me. So yes, this review is not gonna be long because it was kind of boring. It's not kind of boring. It was definitely boring. Check it. Hey, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV CATFISH, Season 8, Episode 76, Angela and Justin. Just like I said, they should have kept this episode. They should have kept this episode. I was not here for it. Yes, I understand, but I'm not here for those freaking understanding sentimental catfish. I told y'all that before. I like to have a good time. I like to have the shocking. I like to have the outrageous catfish. Like, you should not call me a fast kind of price. You should all this and suck my big toe and all that stuff. I want all that. But no, we got this little sitting here. Okay. Let's get into, like I said, this video ain't gonna be too long because I wasn't really feeling the episode like that. So we got Angela's 41. She lives in New Jersey. She has 3 kids and she's a working actress. And she just got out of a 20 years relationship. So I was like, 20 years? That's a long time. But she said after a while, the close in the relationship, she wasn't getting what she needed to. So after a while, like 2 years into that 20-year relationship, they had been completely separated and they just divorced. So they're not together. So she's trying to embrace herself more, like get back to herself, learn herself more. Because she said she started doing TikTok again and Instagram and everything because she wasn't doing that while she was married. So I guess when she was married, she was mostly lost herself, basically lost her stuff in the marriage. So now she's trying to redefine herself, find her in Angela and who she really is. So she's going back to working and doing the actress and all that stuff like that. So she started doing TikTok, and while she did a video, somebody got named Justin hit on the comments and give her a compliment. She had low self-esteem, so she kind of boosted her self-esteem with the compliments and stuff like that. It was one like raunchy video that she did on Instagram where she did a soloette. Ding, 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 ding. Like, yes. Silhouette, she was like, oh, snap. So he was giving her compliments and she kind of boosted her self-esteem as much as that talking. They only text one time with each other on the phone, and then they went back to DMs. So it's like, what's up? Like, you texting, and then you might be hiding something. That's why you don't want nobody to know that you talking on the phone because you don't want to trace. So talking to DMs is that's the way you can do it. That's that. So it was one point, and it's only been like 2 months. Only a 2 months kind of time span with this thing. I said, okay, only 2 months, good. Just move on to someone else. It's like it's numerous of people in New York City you could try and talk to, but you want to hang up with Justin. But it's like the fact that they have been communicating daily, constantly, daily. But the only thing about this communication is that he was asking her questions, she was answering his questions, and he barely wasn't answering any questions that she may have. And if she asked questions, because most of the time she wasn't really answering questions, she kept responding to his questions, and then she hoping that he would respond back and everything else. So it was like mostly one-sided. So I'll say, why he getting all this information and then you don't know nothing about me? Because sometimes when people try to get all that, they try to gather information so they can use that to catch for somebody else. And then another thing they also do is like ask for a lot of pictures, and then once you give it to them, they block you. I would say, okay, so you want our pictures for what? So you can catfish other people? Yada yada yada. So I was like, she didn't really know what his name is because it's one time that I guess they talked, and he held up with a Gary Natsu account. It was like an anime picture. And she didn't realize it was like, okay, so he told her that this is actually Justin, that wanted to let you know. So she started communicating with that. But now she don't really know if his really name is Justin or Gary. Don't even know his age. None of that stuff like that. So she's basically wasn't really asking questions and everything. So all I didn't know that when it was on TikTok, he messaged her And then he asked her, "Can I visit you? Can we meet up in New York City?" So I said, "Oh, it's just attention. When you want to meet someone else, you just kind of dispelled all that freaking catfish kind of thing, the fakeness, and meet up with a real person." So I was like, "Okay, it's something new." She was like cool with it because she lived in New Jersey. She cool with it, and it would take long to get to New York City. Got to New York City, barely even see each other. Didn't meet. He kind of like basically stood her up. Didn't meet. Keep getting excuses. Keep getting excuses. For every reason, he just not wasn't showing up. I said that's kind of messed up when you actually initiate to try to meet up, but you don't have me meeting up. So that's that. So all right, that basically was that. And then she so Neve and oh, I forgot the co-host is Shan. She's a psychologist, and she also a good friend with Kamie. And also Kamie is coming back next week, y'all. So yay! I can't wait. Yeah, she coming back. So that's that. Cause I know people on Twitter was like blowing up Kamie. It's like, when you coming back, girl? When you coming back? I'm so happy. Like, you not back again? You not coming back again? And Kamie said, "Listen, I'm gonna come back next week, y'all." So what else? What else? So she said she also reiterated another interaction they had, or at least something that she was in New York City and she was to meet up with him and 42nd Street. That was the time they're supposed to meet up. Meet him 42nd Street because she wanted to see the sunset. He didn't show up. So she went to Brooklyn and said, "I'm going to Brooklyn because I'm going to see the sunset." And then when she left and everything, he said, "Oh, where you at?" "I was over here." I said, "Good, no, you wasn't, boy. No, you wasn't." That's a clear tactic to make you think that it was over there, but actually they wasn't there at all. So they basically was not showing up and trying to act like they was there to make you feel like you was going for leaving. Say, "Girl, bye." So Neve asked her, "Did she send no pictures?" And she said, "Yes." He sent pictures, but it was kind of vague pictures. I said, "Vague pictures? What?" That means it's like faded out. It's not clear. Like, what vague? It's abstract pictures. Like, what's up? It's like cartoon. What kind of vague pictures are there? So when they got the pictures and they seen it, because they said, "Let me see your thread that you have been talking to them." They said it's like a lot of conversations on the DMs with each other. And that's what Shan realized, that Angela wasn't really asking the questions, it's mostly responding to him and collecting everything for him. So it's kind of weird that you get all the information from he get all the information about you, but you haven't get information about him. And that's kind of like freaking out. Cause I said, "Girl, what have you been talking to him about this 2 months?" And he basically that. And she also said he was consistent. And I do like people who are consistent. A good morning text, good afternoon text. How you doing? How's your day going? Tell me about your day. Stuff like that means a lot to someone, and it means a lot to me too. But at the same time, I'm very cautious, and I know what's up with people. So, but if you show attention and you show that you care, that's what gets someone. And I'm the type of person like that. Like, I'm a person who definitely do reach out to people, say, "How you doing? What's going on? What's up?" Sometimes when I get reciprocated, that's why I fall back a lot. And then we realize when you fall back, then your phone is dry, which is fine. I entertain myself with other ways. Doing this, YouTube, doing my video game, reading, dance, all that stuff. I'm entertaining myself. So I don't have to worry about other people. But it shows the care. So that's what she got hooked on, especially being out of a 20 years relationship. Someone who showed care and attention and try to get to know you, even though they haven't make excuses. It's kind of what hunting. It's only like 2 months. It's one thing that she would spend like a year or something like that. A couple of years. And I said, "Girl, come on now." But 2 months, it's the baby fresh catfish scenario, right? So when they saw the picture, they said, "This picture seems like look very clear and legit." So it's not like it's vague. It's very straightforward. It's mostly the same kind of similar photos of him. So they investigated, checked the photos on search, no luck. Check the phone number, no luck. Check Instagram, it came out with a match. They type in the name of Gary Natsu on Google, they came on a match on Facebook. Realized that he has a Facebook page, and she didn't know that. So maybe he did not tell her he had Facebook. and they only been interacting in TikTok and Instagram. So they checked that, and they checked in like any other stuff. He had a link tree, saw that, and then clicked through to like a website. It shows something that he's in the fan fiction fandom. So he's a writer, like he writes fiction books of anime and stuff like that. He collects a lot of anime figurines, so like that. It shows like pictures of different anime stuff. So he's into that, and I like anime too. I like to read the manga. I like to watch the anime cartoons. I like anime too. Not to the degree that other people have, but I do like it, and to an extent, I like it. I like, but yes, he into that, and I don't think she realized that he was into that either. So it's like it's kind of connected. It's like Natsu is a character from fairy tales, and that's not his last name per se, but his name is Gary Natsu. That's like a fictional name, and that's I was like, okay. And so it's traced back to his Facebook. Look at his Facebook, and he's looking at different pictures, and then realize one picture has Lane. And I said, oh no, that's why he been avoiding you. He's been ducking and dodging because you married. Yes, because he married. And it could be possible he's divorced, but the wedding ring shows he's married. So it's like, look to the thing because he said something about his wife, and then look at the picture, the name, click on the name, it showed the wife, the one who he hugged up on the pillow, hugged up on the photo. It was exactly what's up. So I said, oh, maybe that's why. So they brought up to the girl's speed, and they let her know everything they researched, and they asked her, "Can you look at the page? Look right at it. What pops out to you?" She said, um, um, "I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm probably not looking at it. It's gonna be right in my face, and I don't see it. I don't see it." So they said, "Look at it. It's a bio. That's where you look. When the first thing you look at people's profile, you look at their bio, and she would say in the bio, it has a website link. Click on the link. It shows the whole page of fandom of fiction, anime and fandom." And she didn't realize that. Didn't know all that. Gavin Nass is not his real name. It could be Justin. So whatever it is, what it is. So then they show her the photos on Facebook and realize the ring. Ring. So she was shocked. She said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know he was married." And all that. Because you didn't ask no questions. That's why. So they would say, "No one, we gotta call him. Let's call Justin." They called Justin. He didn't pick up. Then he texted right away. He said, "I know you hit me up. What's up? What's going on?" And he said, "I want to meet you." He said, "I don't know. It's not good enough to meet." He said, "Can we meet next week?" And they said, "Nah, we ain't do all that." So she said, "Listen, I'm with Catfish. They're helping me trying to meet you. And let's make this happen." He said, "Oh wow. Oh, I'm not ready yet, and I'm kind of nervous and everything." So you hit Catfish, and I get some time to think. They said, "Okay, cool. Get some time to think. Go over there in New Jersey." Next day, they didn't hear from him. So he reached out to Justin. Justin responded back. He said, "Cool, we could agree to meet." I said, "Okay, big. It was that quick." So Neve said, "Let's meet at the park." Meet at the park. He's waiting and waiting. And he was going to drive to New York to New Jersey because it'll take more. So he said, "Let's meet at the park." He said, "Cool." Waiting, see where he at. No show up. Then he sent a pitch. He sent a video to Angela. The video was face down like this. "I'm sorry, Angela. I thought I could do this, but I can't right now. So I'm apologize, but I can't meet up." I was like, okay, why you can't meet up? So it was kind of weird. So I was like, okay, you say you can't show up, but the video, based on the video, it looked like it was surrounded. So you was that close, and then you didn't come around and see us. That's kind of creepy. So Neve said, hit him back and everything, trying to come back. He came back, and he was in the car. Neve came to the car, and they was talking to him, and realized he said he had very high anxiety. very high anxiety. He's very anxious. You can't do this. I don't know what to do. It's nervous and I'm trembling. I'm nervous to get out of this car. He said he know he could open the door. So he had extreme anxiety, which I'm not knocking nobody who got anxiety. Sometimes that's very normal. No, it's normal, and I understand. I'm not trying to make fun of it, but at the same time, you doing this, and you the real person. Yes, it's actually the real person on the pictures. Doing this, you actually the real person. Catfishing people, you don't got no leg room. And then you're gonna try to use anxiety and everything to try to make it seem like you can't do this. I said, but you shouldn't be catfishing people because you know people gonna try to find out, trying to find you, and then you got this anxiety. How that gonna work? So they made up. He eventually got the nerves to meet up with her. They talked, and basically he said what it is. He have a hard time to follow through with his plans. He does that with his friends, so it's not like he's just ducking the jaws of Angela. He just will see like he did that because he had no purpose or no plan to think any expectation to move forward or had looked anything into it. So it's just like an interaction. He didn't think that any further. He don't think that was going to possible. He don't think that was going to meet. He don't think that she was going to follow through. And also he don't follow through what he says as well. And he also don't have no clear direction or where he's going. So I say, Angela, at the end of the day, I don't think he really know what he's doing or what he wants. I think he needs to heal from himself because he did realize that he said that he got out of a relationship. So he got divorced as well, just as Angela. So y'all have a connection. But at this point, I think that ending that relationship kind of messed him up a little bit and also create high anxiety. So he needs to work on himself and heal. Just like she needs to work on herself heal and start learning some red flags and start putting on point. Y'all both in a relationship for a long time and y'all not picking up these things. So you need to start looking at red flags and heal from yourself and not to be too eager to fall for someone who give you compliments. And he needs to heal himself and work on stop being too much anxious and work on the social cues and work on being around people and stuff like that. Maybe start doing exercise with his therapist or something. He needs to talk to someone. And that's it. At the end of the day, she said, glad you came to meet me. I understand everything, and we cool to be friends. Because he said he also don't see anything further. And she said, all right, cool. There's no romance, because I don't see no romance between them anyway. So there's no romance. They could be friends, and they could try to communicate as well. 2 months later, she did say she want to communicate on no relationship and everything. And she's just glad it has got it out in the open. 2 months later, they had attempted to talk for a little bit, but it wasn't as successful as much. So they continue to move on from their lives and do what they had to do. And that's it, y'all. At the end of the day, yes, they try to give us that soft catfish thing like they was doing it before they hit the break, and I was not here for that. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.